When I think about having to prove myself, I think about having to prove to the people around me who I am to such a great extent that I lose a sense of peace or feel extremely rattled if they interpret me in the wrong way or not in the way that I wish to be perceived. I suppose the reality is, in a way, that we are all entitled to interpret and perceive people the way we please because we have our own minds and our own freedom of thought and autonomy. So that means, rightfully so, we will wind up interpreting and filtering people from our own perspective, our own point of view, our own lens. And people will see us the way that their experiences, their biases, their upbringing, their traumas, their particular filters will allow them to interpret us. And we have absolutely no control over that. I also find that people have various reasons why they want, need, desire, are inclined to interpret us one way over another. Like maybe it makes them feel more confident, comfortable, or secure to interpret us in a particular way. Maybe it makes them feel better for how they show up in the world. I think ultimately for all of us, it can feel uncomfortable to not have people figured out in the way that we would like. It makes us feel uncertain and it makes us feel very uneasy if we can't have a fixed idea of somebody. In reality, we achieve astronomically more peace if we're not trying to prove ourselves to others. If we can be at peace with who we are and how we show up and only give ourselves the ultimate responsibility of understanding who we are. In this way, we let go of the control that we have over how somebody else perceives us or interprets us. We are releasing and freeing ourselves from trying to curate and control our image, our persona, how we show up, how we look to others. And I think having this control can be extremely exhausting. Putting energy into tidying up, creating a cookie cutter image of how we appear to others can be extremely draining. In embracing and accepting all of our forms, even the forms that we can't control, the forms that show up in other people's minds, in some type of way, we nurture ourselves, loving, validating, showing up, staying with ourselves and not abandoning who we are. Subscribe for more.